Do you think of the big picture and offer customers what they need, not just what they want? Hi, Shep Hyken here, customer service and experience expert. And today, I'm going to discuss taking your customers where they need to go, not where they want to go. On a recent trip to Africa, I had the pleasure of meeting the Governor of Oyo State, Nigeria, the Honorable Abiola Ajimobi. He had a commanding presence and shared many insightful thoughts. I asked what made him successful, and he was quick to respond with the following. Good leaders don't take people where they want to go. They take them where they need to go. Now, we continue the conversation about how he was elected to a second term as governor, which, by the way, is not that common from where he is. He always has his state and country in mind when he's making decisions. He knows what's good for his people and Oyo State. He knows there could be some pain involved in giving them what they need, which often is different than what they want. This was a leader sharing his philosophy, and my mind was racing with ideas about how it applies to customer service and the customer experience. Well, it's really quite simple. When we find out what our customers want, if it's not what they need and we know it, are we willing to tell them? Here are a couple of examples to make the point. Years ago, I was working on a project with an attorney. We were discussing different approaches to a problem, and I had an idea. And he said, well, if that's what you want, I'll do it. I told him, I don't know if that's what I want. I'm just sharing an idea. And he followed up by saying, as I said, I'll be happy to do it. Well, his mindset was to do what his client asked for, not necessarily what was best for his client. And that was the end of that relationship. Here's another example. I went to my local Ace hardware store and I came in with a special hinge for a swinging door. I asked if they had one in stock, and the salesman could have simply said yes and sold me what I asked for. But that didn't happen. Instead, he asked me about the kind of door I was going to use with that hinge. He made a suggestion of another type of hinge, which, by the way, was much less expensive. He said, this is what you need. If you replace what you have, you'll be back here in a year or so to replace it again. Had he not asked me how I was using the hinge, he would have never known to sell me the other, less expensive and more effective hinge. He sold me what I needed versus what I thought that I wanted. Now, the lesson is simple. Good customer service isn't always giving the person what they want. It's giving them what they need. It's nice when they're the same, but that's not always the case. And the best people in customer service know how to do it with tact and diplomacy in a way that gets the customer to want to come back. Well, I hope you enjoyed this short lesson. Please be sure to visit my website, which is www.hyken.com. There you can find more information about my speaking programs, as well as hundreds of customer service articles that you can read and share with your colleagues. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is Shep Hyken, reminding you to always be amazing.